Hi, pretty girl. So this is Juno. Her face looks crazy white because it's covered in diaper cream. She gets sunburnt really bad. So normally all around her eyes and her nose is real pink. You can see we've got it really good and coated in some diaper cream. But this is Juno. We don't talk about Juno too much. I don't know why, but she is a Welsh pony. As you can see, she is very easygoing. Come on, Juno, let's go back out in the field. So we're happening to let some of the mares out. We had them up with Roxy, but we think Roxy might be holding out on having her foal because there's too many horses around her. So we can't put her in the barn right now. Unfortunately, there's not enough space. Between all the work we've done this weekend, we just don't have any more room for another stall. So Boaz has the only stall right now. And Roxy, as you can see, ooh, look at that baby. Looks like it's all on her right side today. Wow. And she's breathing kind of heavy. But Juno here just took her fly mask off. She normally wears a fly mask with a nose piece, but we're about done for the evening, and I take it all off as I try every day to don and doff their fly masks, so, and not leave them on them in the field at night, especially for Juno. She's a senior, and I think she might have some just very mild vision impairment. I don't know. I just always take that precaution. Hi, baby. Nope, you can't have my treats. And down here is Lady. She's a spotted Tennessee walking horse, or a paint. Juno, come here. Juno's gonna say hi, but we opened up this pasture, or this paddock to this pasture, so now all the mares are back together, except for Sophie. You can see Sophie is now up here. We are monitoring Sophie to see if she is coming in heat or not. So Sophie is a Pacifino. She is not registered, but we're monitoring to see if she is in heat because Tim Brook did breed her last month. And we don't know if she is in foal or not yet. But down here, there's Misty and Demi. Here's our baby Izzy and Duke. We're pretty excited. Duke's new owners they call me, text me. We talk pretty regularly. He is a big boy. We do not plan to wean him until, probably we were hoping September, but he's so big it might have to be August. We don't want Miss Clover over there to get poor. And then here's Miss Bellita. And I'm gonna go over all their DNA. It's pretty cool. So Bellita's DNA came back. So she was sold to us as an Andalusian. And of course we didn't know yet, but she is actually, Texas A&M indicated, the report states that she is, first marker was Frisian, second is Percheron, and her third marker was Lipizzaner. So we thought that was really cool. And her baby, hi Izzy. Oh, let me go back out here. Hi, sweetie. Look how red she's turning. She's turning brown. You know how she looked when she was born. She was real gray. Now she's looking more Grula. Pretty cool. Her legs are like a totally different color. They say this about Appies a lot, that Appies change color frequently. So we're excited, as long as she keeps those little spots on her butt. We don't mind. But her DNA came back really interesting. So we think it pulled a lot of the stallion's DNA, which obviously makes sense because she did turn out an Appaloosa. But her first marker came back as a fell pony, and her second marker came back as a hackney horse, and her third marker came back as quarter horse. So, which covers a lot of ground. And we were kind of shocked, but again, we're not overly surprised because the stallion, we just didn't really know what his background was. There's no telling really where he came from. But anyway, so fell pony, hackney horse, not a hackney pony, but a hackney horse. They are different. And quarter horse. That's probably why she's got that big round rump. So that's Bellita's baby. And then Miss Clover over here, she came back with some really unique markers. Her first marker came back as a Selle Francais, and they are a warm blood out of France, and also a Holsteiner. So those of you watching from Europe and other countries, I apologize if I'm chopping up these names or not saying them correctly, but that's what I was told. So it was Selle Francais, Holsteiner, and standard bred. So all along we thought little Miss Clover here was a Morgan cross, and she came back with some pretty unique DNA results. And then she was bred to a Belgian, most likely on an Amish farm, because she did indicate that she was probably Amish bred. And that's how we got Mr. Duke. Hi, sweetie. Hi. And Duke, his marker came back first as Belgian, which explains why he has nice big bone, and Holsteiner and standard bred. So that makes a lot of sense, really. I don't know who's yelling at anybody, so I apologize if you hear the yelling in the background. There's kids everywhere today. Oh, but there's the DNA. And then Miss Demi. Okay, so she's gone. She's way down in the field. I'll add a picture of her. But Demi, her DNA came back really interesting. So we bought Demi thinking she was an Icelandic cross. That's what we were told. And we weren't sure, of course. You know, there's just no really telling when you buy a horse that's grayed and been through owner after owner and auction houses or whatever. And most of our horses have. We try to buy from those situations and save them and give them a new life and go from there. But Demi, her DNA came back, first marker as a Gallicino, which is a Spanish bred horse. And the second marker was Rocky Mountain horse. And the third was Mountain Pleasure horse, which makes sense because Rocky Mountain, Mountain Pleasure, and Kentucky Mountain are all very, very similar in their DNA. There's very little difference in them. So that's what she came back. So she's a Rocky Mountain bred little mare. And I wish I could get a picture of her, but her video, she went way down there with the cows. That's her on the far right. All you can see is rump tonight. And the cows are all doing great. Todd and I were able to work them. I'll include some pictures of them. We got them new ear tags. I had some custom ear tags made from Etsy, which turned out super cute. But you can see our fields are looking nice and green. We're getting plenty of grass right now. We've been able to put up a little over 125 bales of hay this weekend. We're hoping that as producers get more and more, that we can keep stockpiling. That's something that is really, really important right now, is getting that fresh, good green hay and putting it back so we've got it for next fall and winter. Look at her scratching. She's really getting it. Oh boy. So that's kind of a quick update. I know I also said that I was going to include some information on some adoptions. So backtracking, I'm going to try to get them all in order. Let's see. I need to give you guys an update on who we called Text. His name is now Golly. His new owners did his DNA as well and sent me some updates. He looks amazing. And Colorado, who is now Cody. He's doing great in his new home. And let's see, Jasper and Little Bit are together at the same home. They went to a farm, a lady that has been out of horses for some time now, but very well knowledged and educated and ready to get back in because she has grandbabies. So miniature horses or ponies were her first choice. We're excited to hear and get updates on them, and we have some pictures. So I'll add pictures of all of the horses that we've adopted out this year so far. And then the other one, most recent, is Jessie. Jessie was the buckskin that we saved at the Cuba auction, and Todd and I just couldn't handle her, honestly. We found her to be a lot of horse, and we already have Chance that we need to halter break, and we have Serena that we need to halter break, and so one more horse was just too hard. I did find her a really good home. She went to a trainer that deals with these types of horses on a regular basis, you know, does a lot of performance horse stuff, and we feel like that's going to be a good fit for her. So she's going to get the training she needs and do awesome at their home. They've sent me photos already, and she is looking great, acting good, and they've already been haltering her and lead lining her around. So again, that was Jessie the buckskin. I'll add some pictures to the ends of these videos, kind of giving everybody an idea of who each of those horses are, because I know you guys haven't seen them in a little while. It's been busy around here. We have so much more hay to put up. We are going to try to get at least 80 brown bales this year, if not 100, and we need to put up about 400 square bales. So trying to get good quality horse hay for everybody and everything, and that is just a challenge in our area. It's very, very expensive. So if anybody is interested in donating some money or support for hay, we sincerely appreciate it. All of the rescues will get that, and it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Collectively, altogether, we're going to spend over $10,000 on hay, but about 40% of that is going to be going to just our rescue horses. So that gives you guys an idea on the cost that it involves for us right now in just hay. That doesn't include the feed that the grain that we're feeding and the supplements. Like any mare that is lactating and or about to foal, we really feed a lot of good quality grain to them and supplements and things like that. So here's a quick update on the farm. So I got pretty hot yesterday in the barn cleanup. On Saturday, we were only able to clean up half of the barn, which you can see here. And then today, we did the other half, but I didn't take a picture. So we had to clean out all of the old hay and get ready for the new hay, which we have some of it in there now. This tractor video is pretty cool. This is a tractor that we've had, but it hasn't been running. So my dad fixed the starter for Todd, and he took it for a spin. It's the first time he's been able to drive it in about a year, so he was all grin. So I had to take a quick photo of Boaz. He was ultra shiny this afternoon. He looks so good. He's doing really well, actually. He's in his new stall, which is a little bit smaller than it was, but we've got to have the space for the hay. So he gets to go out every day in his turnout area, and he's just doing really well. Here are the ear tags that we got for our cattle. We had each of them custom made with their name and Elrod Farm on it. They did really good. Some of our cows already had ear tags when we bought them, so we just took the old ear tags out and put these in, and then some of them needed ear tags, had never had them. So we have 9 cattle altogether, and we just love them. They're so cool. We try to work them at least 3-4 times a year. This is Demi, the one I was explaining to you as Gallicino and Rocky Mountain and Mountain Pleasure Horse. So as you can see, she's just as thick as she is tall. This is Jessie. She's the one I was explaining that was adopted by a trainer. So she is doing really well with them now. And as you can see, he's already working with her regularly. This is Colorado, who is now Cody, and his new owner. They're doing excellent together. The wife actually adopted him, but then gave him to her husband for his birthday. This is Tex, also known as, actually now known as Golly. Him and his new owner are best of friends. They're doing awesome together. And here is Jasper. This is a big, big improvement. He's coming up to the gate. He's eating treats out of their hand. And that's Little Bit. He's always been pretty friendly. He was a little skittish, but pretty friendly.
Cash, you got the ponies have water?
So you can see here that their new owners are working with them diligently every day to gain their trust and bond. And this is Miss Sugar. We took her to the vet this week to make sure that she was not in foal because she was running with the herd stallion. And we are happy to announce that she is not. And that was a blessing. And this is Chance. He and Sugar both are owned by Freedom Valley Quarter Horse Rescue. They were saved the same time as Sugar, Jessie, and Chance. But he's next on our project list. We've been working with him, gaining his trust. He did eat out of our hand again tonight, so we're hoping that it won't take long and we'll be able to get him halter trained. Chance has definitely got some things going on with his left hind leg, and he also has 2 front club feet, so it's going to take a little time to get him all squared away and ready for his adoption. And I'm going to end our video with Miss Izzy. The boys were having a good time the other morning with me, and we were giving her long, awesome scratches, which she absolutely loves. But you guys all have a wonderful week, and may God bless you all. Thanks again so much for watching our videos. We really, really appreciate it here at 8E Rescue Ranch.